my whole point of this is to show you that a walk with a dog, for me, is what I create the most, is what I pray the most, is what I love the most, and is what I feel the healthiest. It's just an activity. Walk has this beautiful, profound, don't say anything. This is, okay, so let me show you how I make a dog come back to me. I just disappear, right? So it shouldn't be the ears of the dog to tell the dog, follow you. It should be the nose and the eyes that you're not there and they need to follow you and find you. This is my threshold. This is the door to my ranch, equivalent the door to your home, right? So it's very important for them to practice an activity that has everything to do with silence, with peace, with calmness, with the leash, without the leash, and eventually I'm gonna put a leash on Ricky so he experiences this peaceful walk. But the peaceful walk does not begin when you go into the world. The peaceful walk begins inside your house before you open the door or while the door is open. So it's very important that we treat this walk as a ritual, because we want our dogs to feel safe, peace, love. We want our dogs to develop trust, respect, love. We need our dogs to do exercise, discipline, affection, right? So by us understanding that, we get to live a natural, simple, profound lifestyle here at the door, right? So it's the simple activity of the door now has a bigger meaning. We had a car coming in. This is real. This is our excitement here at the ranch. Shh. Ricky. Keep it safe with a car passing by. Pásale. So here, for a spot, the leash helped me keep them safe. The rest of the dogs just follow to where I am, right? So they know if they follow me, that I'm gonna keep them safe. So we have to create this safe behavior, not only with the leash, not only with the door, also with ourselves. So we have not yet moved, and we're already practicing such a profound way of living, right? So the walk is not just, I have to walk the dog so he can pee or poop. No, the walk is so you can practice. Come on, Alfie. Come on, Benson. Everybody comes. Benson and Alfie are my oldest dog in the pack. I believe, they're around the 12 years of age. And so now we're gonna put a leash on Ricky just to slow the speed. So the leash gives you access to manipulate the speed, because let's face it, we humans walk slower than a dog. That's why you find me with rollerblades, with a bike, with a skateboard, because I need to make sure that I match. And if I can match, and then I have to create a challenge. Come on. So the ears back and the head low and the tail nice and happy. It says, I'm happy-go-lucky, come surrender to the leash, right? So you wanna have that primal. That's the, come on, bicep. You wanna have that primal understanding, that primal communication, the natural way of expression, ears down, head in the middle, tail is showing happiness, but it's also showing surrendering, it's also showing follow. So I brought it in so I can put the leash like it's a gold medal. But I know what that means. I know that he is practicing surrendering, calmness, the love and the joy. I bring it to the picture, right? So I have to make sure that I bring the energy of love and joy for something very profound to a dog, for something very natural to a dog. in order to have an honorable, respectful meaning. So they rather do things from honor, they rather do things from respect, because that keeps their trust, respect. So walking with a dog is an honorable, respectful, loving, clear your mind thing to do. So Peter, show them where we're walking. So this is Mother Nature, right? It's peaceful, it's calm. The sky is wide open. Benson in the back with his handsomeness. So I love to walk a dog in a pack, and I love to teach a dog in a pack. Everything practically in a pack. Family is everything for the dog. The pack is everything for the dog. So they will heal, they will learn, they will listen better when they see others doing the same activity. And what dogs do extremely well is they do the healthiest energy in the room, right? So the only thing we have to provide a dog many times is just a simple walk, but it has to be natural and it needs to feel profound. Otherwise, it's not a very profound walk, and profound means is the depthness of the activity, where you feel happy, where you feel healthy, where you feel love, where you feel that your mind only focus on this, on the greenness. I am blessed. This is the ranch, 43 acres. Every time that I look around, I can't believe it. Every single day, I can't believe that I was able to have a beautiful place to walk a dog, right? Because to me, the most important activity is the walk. And this is what I teach people, how to walk a dog. The peacefulness behind a walk, which a lot of people don't have, especially people that come from me, is most of the time people with aggressive dogs, right? So people with aggressive dogs don't have peace. They don't have calmness. They don't feel trust. They don't feel no respect. And so certainly the love is very tiny, because they're terrified. They're afraid. They're anxious. They're tense. And so it's a lot of healing that needs to be done in order for the humans to heal their dogs. And so that to me, a simple walk can at least put a pause on your day of stress, on your day of disconnection, of your day of unhappiness, of a day of, not feeling healthy, not feeling the love, not feeling you're not smart enough. We all go through it, right? So we all go through these ups and downs. And again, my whole point of this is to show you that a walk with a dog, for me, is what I create the most, is what I pray the most, is what I love the most, and is what I feel the healthiest. Is to me, the longer I walk, the more I walk, the happier I become. And I know that just walking and breathing, especially in this environment, it can only lead me to health, right? So that's what I say, it's a blessing. Because I know a lot of the people that follow me, they live in the city, and the city is chaotic, the city is tense, the city is stress, the city is a lot of times fight-flight avoidance from the neighbors, right? So a lot of times people don't feel safe. But this is why we need dogs, because the symbol of the dog should remind us the rituals, should remind us the formula. And here we go back to the door, right? So because we're going to enter into the city, we know the city has certain smells, certain sights, certain sounds, certain energy, and then depends where you are in the city is going to intensify the level of distress, or the level of not feeling safe, right? Or some areas that you can feel safe, but it's boring, right? And the energy is just boring because nobody feeds it. And so we have to prepare ourselves, right, before we go outside the house. What kind of walk do I want to have? And please, let me help you choose the right one. Peaceful, safe, calm, happy, adventurous, creative. And then you choose, where you're going to practice this state of mind, these feelings, right? These feelings of silence, calmness, confidence, love, joy. Just show them around again, because it's not just the dogs, it's not just you, it's the land, right? So it's Mother Nature. Is the older I get, the more I feel, wow, I wish I can see the whole entire world. I want to see it. I want to see the whole entire world. And to me, walking the whole entire world with my family and with dogs, that would be awesome, right? So as a kid, if you ask me, what would be the most awesome thing to do in the world? Walk the whole planet with some kind of animal or my family around, where we went to see Australia, we went to see Russia, we went to see China, we went to see Mexico, we went to see United States, we went to see Panama, you know, but we're walking. It's just an activity. Walk has this beautiful, profound, don't say anything. This is, okay, so let me show you how I make a dog come back to me. I just disappear, right? So it shouldn't be the ears of the dog to tell the dog, follow you. It should be the nose and the eyes that you're not there and they need to follow you and find you, right? So to me, going to for a walk and then your dogs get distracted, and if you're in a safe place, do practice hide and seek, because that's the best way to teach a dog recall. The best. Actually, super fun. And that's why the favelas are on the other side, to teach people how to do hide and seek. Because most people, they do a lot of ears, like they want to use commands. But when you use commands and the nose and the eyes don't know how to do this simple activity, such as finding you and coming back to you because they can't see you, they can't smell you, that you're not going to have the real loyalty of a dog always knowing that you're supposed to pay attention, right? So as a follower, they know they're supposed to pay attention. They know. It's not something we have to teach them. It's something we need to nurture, right? So we have to nurture their capability to follow. You're not teaching that. You are setting the situation so you can create the action. Like, you don't teach them how to have thirst. No, you create situations where they become thirsty, then you offer the water, right? They don't need us for food. They just need to be in the open so they can figure it out. But if we're going to keep them in the house, we need to make sure that we do some kind of physical activity that has mental challenge, to challenge them, you know, to survive. And then we feed them. And then what happens is what? Gratitude. Right? Because the animal is so grateful that the human exercise and spend time to create some mental thing together, and at the end of the day, they're eating together. So that has a profound experience, right? So why do I love dogs so much? I love dogs so much because I love the profound experience. I love the life and death. I love the working for food and water. I love the passion. I love the creativity. I love everything that means living to the fullest. And we went for a walk, and look what we are focusing on. Right? So my goal in life, especially when I teach Training Cesar's Way, is to teach people, right, the simplicity behind a walk. And if you have a neighbor that is not feeling good, depressed or unhappy, or, you know, suicidal thoughts, take him for a park walk. They remove that human from that environment. Because a lot of times the energy in the house is so heavy. I can tell you from experience, right? It's so heavy, it's so toxic that if you stay there, you're not going to get the magic of life. You're not going to get the magic of the animals. You're not going to get the magic of nice people. Because there's a lot of nice people out there that want to do good, right? But we have to walk. We have to move. We have to go and keep going. And if I can tell you what would I do different, I will definitely learn to master Noo Silence, which I always did with animals. Always. I just was never aware. To practice calmness, right, in a form of breath. I will learn definitely how to breathe like how I do it now, right? I would definitely. The confidence, thanks God, I had it, right? I had this confidence. Who's there? Let's move to the side.
Voy a instalarle unas válvulas.
Perfecto. Pásale.
Gracias.
So there, another moment where I was not expecting. We're getting a new pool. I'll show it to you guys. The one we had, it was 10 years old, so it gave up on us. We certainly use our stuff here until they're done, right? The expiration is on their own. And so this guy is gonna install some kind of filter. In the meantime, just moving out of the way, just the way you react to the situation is also very important when you're working with a dog. And if you're stressed out, if you're tense, if you're nervous, or if you're just simply unaware of the energy that you are at that time, that's why during training Cesar's Way, what I want people to learn is, or during the TV show, Better Human, Better Dog, what is it that I really want people to learn? So they can have the same relationship I have here. Show this part right here. This is collectively calm surrender, right? Collectively, there is underneath this happy-go-lucky energy. Collectively, we all feel calm and confident about each other, right? That's how we become a family. And we went for a walk. 3 of the dogs were on a leash. The other ones were off leash. And I just switch it. And sometimes we do it no leash, sometimes we do everybody leash. The point is that the leash have to represent natural, simple, profound. It has to feel the same, right? And so the dog, I always tell people, the leash have to feel like a boat in the water. Let me explain to you what. Look, because Ricky is a lot bigger, it's easier. Look, leash all the way in the top. You can practice this inside the house while the plane is passing by. Look, leash all the way in the top. It signals, right? If you give affection to this beautiful energy. Because Ricky can be so excited they can knock you down. That's how excited he can get. All right, so we don't want him to be excited, especially when you put in a leash, because when Ricky finds his new home, he might live with little kids, he might live with grandparents, and if he learns to jump when somebody puts the leash, he can knock people down, right? So for safety purposes, Ricky has to learn to become surrender, but with a hint of happy-go-lucky. And that's him signaling you that he's happy about it, right? So then he knows that we put the leash on the top. I like to put the leash under. Look, it needs to feel like a boat in the water. Good boy, Ricky. Good boy. You can ensure, yes, you can ensure the dog that what he's doing is a happy thing. So when do you reward the dog, right? And also, when do you ask the dog to just be calmer? Right? So he has to be able to know that his brain can go to calm surrender or happy-go-lucky. But you are in control of the feelings. You are in control of the energy. So Ricky, in a way, becomes you. But you have to hold the calm, confident, because that's the way he's going to maintain respect. Otherwise, if you go into friendship, they're just going to get excited and not listen to the person on the other side of the leash. So you, human, have to maintain calm surrender, happy-go-lucky, calm, confident. And that's why he's able to do it, because you switch it. You give it to them, right? Look, sure, not tense. That's another thing that I like to say. Sure, not tense. Obviously, having other dogs, it allows Ricky or any dog that I work with feel that whatever that human that the world calls Cesar Millan is doing, everybody's peaceful. So this feedback of their energy while I'm doing this walk, so if you have 2 dogs, 3 dogs, a cat, a bird, bring him into it, right? Don't leave him away, because those are your best audience. Those are your best supporters, right? Those are the guys who are the most honest, because the way they feel, that's the way they're going to give energy to Ricky, right? So that moment for Ricky becomes very peaceful, very safe, very loving, very trust, very calm, very surrender, right? So that allows, there you go, that allows a dog to always feel they can trust the human, right? So that is the main thing. That is, how do we create trust in our dogs? It's not how our dogs, what's the best way for my dog to listen to me? That will come from a question from your mind. When for me, the right way to ask questions is, how does your spirit feel with my spirit? How does your instincts feel with my instincts? How does your heart feel with my heart? And then the mind, we can measure that later, right? Because dogs can have an incredible relationship with people with disabilities. I just worked with a case with one of the kids had a disability, and the dog had an incredible connection. So that just show us that your mind doesn't have to be extremely brilliant or what is called normal, but your spirit has to be pure. Your instincts have to be calm, and your heart needs to be, loving. And that's what the dog senses. It senses the energy behind that human. They don't know if a human has a label by other humans, right? So that energy is extremely important for us. And with animals, it's the easiest thing to achieve. And honestly, it's no other ways. You can't skip not knowing about energy. You can't, and once you know about energy, you can't, it's best not to postpone having a healthy energy, right? Because that's the commitment to you. So you need to have an agreement, commitment, and follow through. And so what do you agree? Well, you should agree to do happy things, healthy things, loving things, smart things. So why do I talk about happy things, healthy things, loving things, smart things? Because walking with your dog is exactly that. Walking with your dog is the quickest medicine, number one. Walking with your dog is the easiest way to clean energy, right? Easiest way to clean energy. Walking with your dog is the easiest way to clear your mind. Walking with your dog is the easiest way to affect your body in the right way. It's the easiest way, right? It's the easiest way. And then walking with your dog all over the world, I will say it will be the most beautiful thing we can do besides walking with our families. I would love to bring my mom and my dad all over the world. And of course, we always have dogs, right? So for us, bringing dogs with us is normal, right? So the dogs are a given, but to me, I think it's more difficult to bring my mom and my dad all over the world just so they can walk it, just so they can walk it. That's it. I just want them to see Australia. I just want them to see Spain. I want them to see South Africa. They already saw Mexico, but they've seen some of the United States. But that would be an awesome thing. So it just a walk has a beautiful, natural, simple, profound feeling. So please take the walk a lot more serious. Give it a lot more value. Love it a lot more. Know more about it. And teach it, right? Teach people how to walk with their dogs, and that will solve so many problems. That will heal the world, and that will certainly create a shift in humankind, because we are just going to do happy, healthy, loving, smart things 1 hour a day, and that's called walking with your pack. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, and join me on my mission of better humans, better planet.